Hello and welcome, welcome, and hello and welcome. It's Danny Deals alongside my partners, Hurricane Lopez and Stock Karen. We're here today with you. Toper time check. Toper time check. It's 7:57 a.m. out here in beautiful Los Angeles. It is June 30th, 2023. Of course, we are talking SoFi stock. SoFi. Ticker symbol SOFI. Guys, just like I've been telling you for some time, we got good news in terms of SoFi, what you would think would be perceived as good news anyway. I don't think it was actually good news because I think the forgiveness would have actually been good for the economy because those people really can't afford to pay back their debts, a lot of them. And, you know, SoFi was for that type of forgiveness. At least SoFi management had said they were. But, guys, the shorts had a short attack dialed up for this piece of news, this catalyst. They had a short attack dialed up. Just like they did with the ER, and whatever happened, it was going to be sold as FUD. So now, because the Biden administration has created this safety net period where for 90 days, something like that, it wouldn't hurt your credit if you were late on loan payments. It's really a very, very minor thing. Overall, again, this news, if it could only go one way or the other, I think everyone would have said this is a preferable decision for SoFi. But of course, what are we seeing, guys? We saw the stock, spike up. Very, very curious trading behavior, guys. We're going along, during the day, and then at 10:30 a.m., the stock just falls off a cliff. Huge sell order. I don't know who that was dumping or shorting or attacking, but then the stock on the news spikes back up to $9.14 and reattack now, guys, all the way down to where are we? $8.50 ish. And then it's going to pop back up, guys. For the volume was pretty slow in the morning. Now 40 million shares, guys. Every tick, 20, 30, 40,000 shares are trading. Some tick 7,000. I'm trying to track it. But guys, here's the news that they're selling the hell out of. The Supreme Court strikes down Biden's student loan forgiveness plan. This is over on Seeking Alpha. Of course, this news is everywhere. Supreme Court ruled 6-3 on Friday that U.S. Education Department doesn't have the right to forgive student loans. I think I was kind of expecting the Supreme Court to decide the other way because I think this really is kind of a minor technical policy issue, and there was some issues with standing and injury. And generally speaking, I would think this court would be in favor of a powerful executive, even if it's of the other party right now. Sort of, conservative unitary executive theory, all that stuff. But anyway, guys, that doesn't matter. Roberts wrote in the majority opinion. In sum, the secretary's comprehensive debt cancellation plan is not a waiver because it augments and expands existing provisions dramatically. It is not a modification because it constitutes effectively the introduction of a whole new regime. And guys, I think I pretty much agree with the logic here. Like, this whole thing was kind of concocted out of whole cloth. They took, the Heroes Act and they just basically forgiving that had nothing really to do. Um, I think the court, this is kind of a predictable decision in the sense that I think it was really an overreach on the part of the Biden administration, but it's a little bit unpredictable in my mind because I would think they are, side more with executive power. Um, Guys, earlier the High Court. So this is basically, you can go on, you can read any number of articles, guys. But the stock is pegged like back at 850. It's been held at this level numerous times. Stock was holding at different levels. Bullish. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Danny. Hey, Keko. Trading halted this morning. It was it briefly halted. Some things. It was really weird, guys. How that the stock barcoded between like 850 and then 9, I don't know what it was, like 920. I wasn't watching real time updates. I was looking at my phone. I was coming in from the house, but in any case, guys, stock is sitting at $8.50 right now. It's down 20 cents on the day, opened at $8.92 and is sitting at $8 and I don't know 52 cents right now. Let's pull up Vortex. Let's take a look at what these charts are doing. Um, because there has to be some serious freaking shenanigans going on today. That price action was insane. That looked like a stock with like a $2 million market cap, one of these knee brace stocks that they just trade up and down like psychopaths. Oh, Carlton and Associates sold 3,300 shares. Oh my God! Um, Everybody bail out. Carlton and Associates. Sold about $20,000 worth of stock. Those fucking turds. So guys, free float on loan is still at 16%, but estimated short interest is also at 16%, guys. This was at just at 11% the other day. So, I mean, I don't know. They're saying the shares keep getting returned from being borrowed, and then the short interest keeps going up, guys. Cost to borrow max is 14%, guys. The shorts are in deep shit. I don't care what anybody tells you. Whenever the cost to borrow max has spiked that high, the stock has pushed back up and the shorts have been on the wrong side of the trade. At least that's what I've seen. The stock again is pegged at 850, guys. I mean, this is just weird. And then in earlier couple days ago, there were like 60,000 calls at 9. There were almost 30,000 calls at 950. There were I think 18,000 calls at 850. And all those are closed, guys. All those calls have already been closed. So there is some serious shenanigans. I think those options may have been used as a hedge against this giant short attack. I think maybe they were expecting the Supreme Court decision to go the other way. Again, I'm not smart enough. I don't have the knowledge to understand all the market mechanics of how these attacks work. I know they're very complex. They use, a lot of rat holes. I think they do a lot of illegal coordination. Um, that's just my opinion, but um, you guys, let me know. Any of you guys, please let me know what you think is going on here today. I mean, obviously, this attack was dialed up in advance. The price action is very, very weird. This is trading, like a penny stock with no market cap when, this is a pretty well established stock at this point with an $8 billion market cap. Um, let's see. Just incidentally, it was kind of interesting. The Chia Pet released more downward revisions yesterday on the stocks. Just fascinating to see. Hey, who's here? Hey, Deuce Kabuski, good to see you again. What's up, man? Waited for this news and yet we go down. Yeah, you guys, please understand that we're not going down because of the news. We're going down because market makers decided to attack the stock today. It's not like it's not like Ma and Pa Kettle woke up and said, "Hey, Ma, we got that we got 800 million shares." You know, Ma and Pa Kettle don't have $100 million of SoFi stock to dump or short or whatever, guys. It's like this is not just some retail sentiment. They go, "Oh, the decision is there's a 90-day pause. Let's all dump the stock all at once at 10:30 a.m." Guys, this is not how this works. I mean, look at what happened after the ER, guys. And I've said this over and over again, guys, all week. Whatever the Supreme Court does can be spun as FUD and used to attack the SoFi stock. It doesn't matter what they do. All that has to happen is all the market makers, message each other on some messaging app that they think the FBI can't read, or they coordinate the activity somehow. But guys, this isn't one little hedge fund attacking the stock here. I mean, let's take a look at the volume, guys. Volume has been, in the 30 millions of late. Volume right now in 90 minutes is $45 million. Hold on 1 second, guys. You watch this chart for 1 minute. I have to take this call. I'll be right back. Hello. Sorry about that, guys. Some nonsense from my bank. One of the big banks bothering me. But let me shoot back over here. So yeah, guys, the stock down, down, down. We have this little ski slope pattern, very artificial, extremely heavy buying, then just this dumping. Guys, what do you think's going on? What is the volume on the shorts? Very good question. Short, I mean, it's hard to say exactly what the volume is of the short because there's a lot of ways to short, but right now, Ortex is estimating the short interest is 16.1%. In terms of the shares on loan, the borrowed change is minus 1.1 million. So they're saying they're returning shares and there's really no short today, guys. If you believe that, I've got a bridge to sell you because I don't think Ortex is caught up with the data. There's a massive, massive short here today, guys. And again, I would say the shorts are on the wrong side of this trade, but they can do this, guys. They can do it because they're playing with other people's money. Like if you're some two-bit hedge fund trader or you're at some trading desk at JP Morgan or wherever, that you just downgraded the stock, your two-bit analyst who, basically filleted Noto during the conference and talked about how much you like SoFi and that you're a SoFi customer and that you use the SoFi app. And then you come out and basically say all the opposite things because, of course, the guy's not going to have the balls to say anything to Noto. I mean, Noto is an Army Ranger, was an All American football player, and despite his extremely well manicured hairstyle, he could probably snap one of these analysts in half with some kind of a jujitsu finance move that he learned in finance school. Hit that like button, you Kecko. Absolutely, thanks. Shane Forsyth, Danny, what's the smart limit buy today? God, I would have said wouldn't go much below 850. I think that's been a nice level for guys. This is all I can tell you, and I've been saying this for like 2 weeks, guys. Before any of this happened, I told you the stock is going to consolidate between 813 and 891. It will consolidate there for a short time, and then it's going to go up past that 1020 level. I still firmly believe that's what happens. Even in the short attack, guys, whatever this is, short attack, dumping, maybe some institutions are done. I mean, who's going to dump here, guys? Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street. They're not dumping. They're not stupid. The only stupid people stupid enough to dump are these two-bit little hedge funds, like I mean, who's dumping right now? Like you can't see it on here because it doesn't have, but Colton and Associates, and then ETF Managers Group LLC bought 700,000, and then Vallejo Financial Advisors bought 11,000. So the guys, there's so many of these little hedge funds. Everybody with rich parents started a hedge fund recently, guys. They all want to do a SPAC. They all want to make their own crypto with Kim Kardashian and have Stock Mo and Tesla Cat pump that shit with Meet Kevin, and they all do, they all go have a big party and they all get drunk and speed around in a convertible and then make an idiot of themselves crying because they won't answer the questions for the police officer when they get their DUI. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Not sure what I was talking about, guys. Oh, Independent Wealth Network sold 11,000 shares of SoFi. Oh my, oh my. Um, I don't know what the hell's going on here, guys. I was looking for that Chia Pet downgrade. He did like a re-downgrade yesterday, revised his estimates again. Um, I can't find it. Maybe they took it off. In any case, guys, he revised like his revision was like this quarter they're gonna lose like 3 cents worse than last quarter, and then Q3 is gonna be like 6 cents. Q4 is gonna be a loss. Q1 is gonna be a loss. And I think he had him breaking even in Q2 and then finally making 1 cent in Q3 and then 2 cents in Q4 2024. I read them like that it's like his seventh downgrade or negative note on the stock since the earnings report like 2 months ago. I've never seen anything like that little swarmy, slimy sack of shit. It's just extraordinary. It's like even all these turds, guys. When you talk turds, you're talking, you're talking Danny Deal's mother tongue. And this turd at JP Morgan, who's always been very, very bearish, JP Morgan on SoFi, and, for good reason. JP Morgan's a leading consumer bank in the United States, and SoFi is taking their customers and their deposits at a rapid clip. And while SoFi is now small, I think JP Morgan and Jamie Dimon are smart enough to realize SoFi is not going to be small in 10 years' time, and they're going to take a big bite out of his ass. And they're still at $6, guys. And a hold. And they're one of the most bearish analysts. You look at everyone else, like Bank of America has been fairly bearish. They're at $10. Piper Sandler, Oppenheimer, and Jeffries have all been bearish. They're between 8 and 9. Even the baloney head, he doesn't even cover the stock. He just came out to basically at the behest of the shorts and the market makers just kill the stock, just initiating coverage out of nowhere. And of course, he used to work for BTIG. They pumped the stock on the way up, sucking retail in with FOMO, and then he slammed the door on the other side. The problem is, guys, this stuff doesn't really work. Like, I know it looks like it's working. It's like, okay, they suckered people in to buy here, and then people panic sold here. And yes, the market makers can make a little bit of money like this, but they're also they have to push it down. I think more than that, guys. Just pushing it down to like 845, they're expending a lot of shares, they're dumping a lot of shares, and then some of these people are going to want to buy these shares back. So I know algos are better at timing things, better at execution than any of us human beings, but I just don't think the shorts are winning here, guys. I don't think the market makers are winning. I think the turd army is winning. I don't think any of us are dumping shares. I don't think any of us are afraid of this crap anymore. I mean, when they dropped the stock to $4.50, guys, after a top and bottom line beat on a solid ER in really, really challenging economic and business conditions, and then they dropped the stock 50% to $4.50. If we didn't sell then, guys, we're not going to sell when these puds drop it from 9 to 850 on some non-existent FOMO. I get is this FUD? What is this, guys? I mean, okay, you get a decision that everyone with a rational brain would say should be perceived as good for SoFi, and then they attack the stock. Why, guys? Because hey, what's up, Payush? Why, guys? Because I love saying Payush. He just sounds like a character from Street Fighter. Sounds like he could just kick your ass. Big up to Payush. Anyway, guys, I mean, these short attacks they're predetermined. You can't do this all at the last second when the decision comes out. They have to program their algos. They have to have all their shares set up. They have to have the short set up. They have to have the options set up. They have to have their short long situation where they can cover shorts with shares they already own so it doesn't show up on the statistics. And it confuses, fat retail investors sitting in their office who need more coffee. Guys, that leads me to probably the most important note of the day, which is that I've only had one single espresso, guys. A single espresso. Do you know what that is? That is un poco, guys. That is un poco coffee. It's unacceptable, and I won't stand for it. What is this, communist China, where you get one espresso? Guys, it's like medications. Why? I'm big. Why do I only get to take 2 aspirins every 6 hours when my knee hurts? Like, that aspirin should dilute twice. My girlfriend takes an aspirin. She's less than half my size. She still takes two. What the hell's going on, guys? Does anybody know statistics or medicine or apothecary or whatever the what's going on? Guys, I'm irritable today. Sorry. I just, we get good news on the SoFi stock. I'm holding tens of thousands of shares. And they attack the stock. They attack Danny Deals. When? When is life going to stop kicking me right in the nuts? It's like no, what was his name? Chip Douglas in Cable Guy. It's like, Christmas for me with a TV dinner and a steel toe boot to the face. I mean, that's how you feel sometimes, guys. But, mommy left you with the babysitter, went to happy hour to try to find you a little brother. But that's the way life goes. Cable Guy is an underrated psychotic film. It's discrimination. It's size discrimination, Dee, and I plan to be the Rosa Parks of size discrimination. I will not give up my seat just because I am encroaching on you with my Bingo wing. I just won't do it. Guys, I'm running a little bit far afield. It's mostly because I do need to go and make another cup of coffee. If anyone has a show of hands, would they like to continue this horrible live stream, or would they like to go do something productive with their lives? Let's take one more look at this short interest just for laughs. I know this is BS, guys, because they can only track so much data, but I know Ortex, they're trying to track everything. And then if you look at the actual exchange reported short, which we can do here, so the exchange reported short, guys, is that line in green. So that's the official data. And then Ortex is compiling everything from the dark pool, from options, to try to give a true representation of the actual short interest, guys. And that right now is about 16%. The confidence interval isn't extremely high because this is moving extremely fast, guys. But the days to cover are way down to 2.5, and this was just up at 7. So if anybody understands these mechanics, please let me know down in the comments like what these MFers are up to, because you know it's like, how the hell can they be returning all their shares yet increasing the short interest by 5%? I mean, 7 days ago, guys, the short interest was 11.55%, and now it's 16%, and the shares on loan were 143, and now they're 131. The days to cover's down. The utilization is down, down, down. So it has to be short long activity. Option shorting, I didn't see any huge options trades come across. I'm just not sure what's going on, guys. It's just over my pay grade. I'm not a I don't run hedge funds. I don't do these complex shorts on stocks with options and short long and all that stuff. I'm just a simple man. I just buy shares and just put them in my piggy bank, stick them under my mattress, and wait 30, 40 years. Hope I'm still alive so I can buy a big boat. Who's going to catch a big fish? Who's going to catch a big fish? Underrated movie, guys. Best in Show. It's about dog shows and fishing. And oh, is it good? Eugene Levy was born with two left feet, literally. Sneaker sank. Fuck happened to SoFi? Nothing, man. Nothing happened to SoFi. Um, Bunch of people in offices and cheap suits with slick back hair and cocaine problems decided today they were going to attack the SoFi stock. These guys are in their early 30s. They drive Audi R5 turbos. They buy expensive ties and cheap suits and expensive shoes because they think that's what people are going to notice because they're low class. They keep watching Wall Street and the Boiler Room movie with the Scientology guy, Giovanni Ribisi. It's like these guys are bullshit, guys. These guys are cheap dime store hustlers, but they can attack the stock. It doesn't take billions of dollars to attack the stock, and they can make money, guys, because enough retail investors still respond with emotion, and they see that decision and they go, boop, it's going up, and that's what that is, guys. It goes up through 920, and they're getting retail buying in there 920, 925, whatever it went up to. I couldn't see it all in real time, but then they just attack the stock, and those same people or new people or people who set stop losses, they panic, they sell at $8.45, and that's a hell of a spread, guys. If they can sucker people in at 920 and get them to sell 5 minutes later at 8:45, I mean, they're making out, guys. It's just I don't understand why people trade like hamsters on crack. And it's okay, the stock dropped 50 cents, guys. This is a pre-profit, very volatile stock. I mean, it was just at $4.50. Why would you dump just because it went under 850 on nothing? I mean, it's on total FUD. Like it's good news for the company. I know, the potential of raising interest rates, two more times this year, perhaps one more time, whatever Jerome Powell decides to do. Guys, this is just what you have to put up with as a SoFi investor. We've been putting up with it for the last 18 months. We know what we own. We know where the numbers are going. It is what it is, guys. I mean, if you take a look at the actual financials of the company, like it speaks for itself, guys. I mean, the the company is continuing to get better and better and better every single quarter. I don't have the finance. This is just a summary, but in any case, guys, it's look at the debt to assets are actually healthy for a bank. Um, I don't have time or the intellect to go through all of these numbers, but just look at Yahoo, guys. Beat, and the Chia Pet says this number will be down here like 9 cents. This it doesn't make any sense, guys, but it's not supposed to make any sense. The revenue in 2019, just before COVID, this is the first year that Noto was there, was 442 million, guys. I just want you to listen to that. I know people talk a lot about new bank and that type of growth, and companies like Affirm that grew, just at an extremely rapid rate during that COVID run up. But guys, 442 million when Noto, got blindsided by this COVID, the student loan thing. 565 million. Okay, this is when we start to see things happen. 1 year later, 997 million with the full weight of student loan pause, everything that was trying to destroy this company, then up to 1.52, guys. And this year I expect us to be at least 2.05 billion at the end of the day, despite what this piece of absolute feces, Chiaverini, keeps downgrading and downgrading and downgrading those numbers. Hey, it's PJ, my favorite. Guys, if you want to know who my favorite person on the channel is, it's PJ. And she's just better than all of you. And that's the way it is, guys. But, she's one hell of an investor. She mostly is in Google and blue chip stocks and things like that. She's not stupid enough to buy a bunch of garbage like GMDA and FRSX and, 10x Therapeutics and UBX and a lot of these other stocks that I find myself in. PJ is Kathy Woods. No, PJ is Princess J. And she, again, enjoys a privileged position on this channel because she does have to put up with me during the long cold nights down at the beach. But anyway, guys, yeah, if it was Kathy Wood, I would immediately ban her from my channel because she would be selling us some type of BS disruptive nonsense that was gonna crash during the first sign of an economic downturn and reveal that it's like 12 years away from profit and just burning money at an alarming rate. And she's just muttering about disruption and AI and machine learning. And, meanwhile, her clients there at the ETF just lost like 70% of their money. But she doesn't care because she's still collecting fees and she's still making money and she's still, she's just sticking to her guns. It's like, I sold all my Nvidia, missed the whole run, but Nvidia's overvalued. And it's like whatever she decides, then that's what's under overvalued, despite all the evidence to the contrary that she just really isn't that good at predicting the future at all. Because you guys, disruption and innovation do not always translate to monetization and leading that sector. Like, usually what happens is some brilliant guy has a company and he thinks of some brilliant idea, but he's not an MBA, he's not a businessman, he doesn't know how to get it to market, and he ends up getting ripped off. Somebody else comes in. Guys, Elon Musk didn't start Tesla, guys. Like, Bill Gates probably didn't actually think of the stuff that made Microsoft. I know, these go like, did this Goldbrickin, turd at Facebook? He didn't start that. He didn't he stole it from somebody else. Like, this is how this stuff goes, guys. It's not always the person who innovates, it's the person who's ruthless, the company who's ruthless goes in, grabs it by the throat, gets to market first, actually figures out how to make money off of it, and times it so that market is maturing. It's like, guys, you remember a company called QuantumScape? Where can you find out hedge funds are buying or selling? Um, you can find that out. There's a number of ways, but the filings, guys, are not they're not up to date like minute by minute. You could probably just get the filings from last month. No, there's BlackRock BlackRock just made a big buy, guys, because this wasn't here just yesterday. So BlackRock just added 100 and not a huge buy, but like that's a million some dollars. And BlackRock knows what they're doing, guys. Believe me. I'm involved in like some of their closed-end funds and different stuff, and this company makes money, guys. So they just increased their stake by 172,000 shares. They're holding 36 million. Had a couple of minor sales. Again, this was what all the FUD was about when a couple insiders sold a small portion of their shares. Like this guy sold 5%, this guy sold 20%. But I mean, guys, I wouldn't worry too much about that. They're still heavily invested. And notice Nodo on June 14, the last change, he increased 575,000. But then, guys, you can see as far as like hedge funds, mutual funds, etc. Vanguard added a million. They have 70 million. State Street has 12 million. Geode has 12 million. They're buying. Schwab has 5 million. They're buying. Murray has 1 million buying. JP Morgan has 507,000, but I think that's just a short with Credit Suisse. Yeah, these are smaller and smaller, but guys, yeah, Goldman Sachs again has 200,000 shares, but again, I would predict that's just to short the stock and probably fodder for their Nodo fantasies or whatever they're doing over there. But guys, let's check in. What's the stock doing? Again, just sitting down around that 850 mark. You have a feeling that's where they're going to try to hold it today, guys. But with only 2 hours of trading gone by and 54 million shares traded, guys, the stock's still trading at a really strong clip. 4,000 shares, 7,000 shares a tick. They're just not going to be able to short it and hold it and dump here, guys. It's SoFi is going to make a net profit. Institutions, pension funds, everybody else is going to come into the stock when the growth and the wheel strategy starts to pay off, guys. Second half of the year, we're coming into football season. All the traffic, all the product, everything picks up for SoFi. The writing's on the wall, guys. Q4 is going to be extremely strong. The Chia Pet has his head so far up his own ass, he can't even see what's going on. And he's talking about they're not going to make a profit till like the end of next year. And Noto and Lapointe have their numbers down to a sharpened to a fine edge. They just get a straight dry shave with, and it's like these people are coming out with these numbers they're just making up. He's like, oh well, I'm revising everything down. They're never going to make any money. All the numbers that they're putting out and they keep beating quarter after quarter are just made up. Guys, let's see. I want to go back to the comments because I am just rambling mostly about nothing. Where can you find out? Yeah, I'll try to look at some other hedge fund activity for you there. I don't know how to pronounce your name, sir, because it is in characters that I do not understand, but sir or ma'am. Deuce Kabuski, well, I guess we can get at least put the yeah, guys, if you're, by the way, just if you care, I don't know if you care, but if your name is in a foreign language, your screen name that obviously as a chunky white gentleman from who's lived in America his whole life, like put in little like parentheses how to pronounce your name, like if you can make it phonetic in English, just so I can shout you out, like because I don't want to shout you out as like you know Asian lettering I can't understand. That seems a little bit, callous and, uncaring. And that's not how we like to be here at Un Poco Mas. By the way, guys, Toper time check, 8:30 a.m. Toper time check. 8:30 a.m. That's 30 minutes to top of the hour, 30 minutes from the bottom of the hour. Right, no, it's right on the bottom of the hour. What the hell am I talking about? Rags and Stacks, the best on wax. Mega Chin, Kenny Tinkles, spinning the best of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and today. Guys, I've always wanted to be an easy listening DJ, but I didn't get my dream, so this is as close as I'm going to come. Guys, we're pegged at about $8.50. Unfortunately, being 8:30, guys, I do have to actually run to a call. I actually have to get some work done today, believe it or not. But guys, good news turned into FUD. Fodder for a short attack. Don't worry about it, guys. They're just digging a deeper hole. The stock is going to make a net profit, and we're going to get there, guys. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. The company has too many ways to make money. The loans aren't defaulting. It's all FUD. Guys, I keep seeing people going, oh, all these loans are going to default. We're on a wall of default. They're coming to a huge wall of defaults. And they say that every quarter, but they don't materialize, guys, because it's a bunch of crap. And all this selling is complete FUD, guys. I mean, this is nonsense. Like, look at this price action. I mean, 10:34 a.m. we get this candle 2.29 million going from almost 9 all the way down to 856. And then next candle is has that range, it's all the way down there, and then this candle closes at 9:32. This is the candle I think drawing people in. Next candle right back to where it started. The algo's kind of short circuiting, going crazy, and then they just decide to dump. Once they hit down at this low, they break $8.40, stop out any idiots there or whatever they're going to do. Just basically get people panic selling down in this area. They're like, oh, it's actually going down. I give up. And then reaccumulate here up until, 867. And so guys, then it's just this churn and burn. This is where they try to consolidate their gains, realize their gains, cover whatever they're doing, and just leave retail holding a big bag of shit like they always do, guys. And that's what happens, guys. If you wanna hold a big bag of shit, that's up to you. I choose not to. I'm not gonna buy and sell when their algos flip out and just panic. Oh my god, it went from 930 to 850 to 850. It doesn't, guys. It means nothing to the fundamentals. But you can't stop these market makers. But look to what the gentleman was talking about with the hedge fund buys and the institutional buys. Look at the facts, guys. Nodo keeps loading millions of shares. BlackRock keeps loading millions of shares. Vanguard keeps loading millions of shares. State Street. It's on and on with these smaller and smaller companies, guys. You don't see any, you just besides these few little insider sales, you don't see any sales on this May 31st filing whatsoever by any hedge funds or any institutions. It's all buys, guys. First Trust Advisors bought 362,000 shares. Qatar Investment Authority has 20 million shares. Silver Lake, 31 million shares. GPI Capital, 7 million. Susquehanna, they made a big deal about that sale. They sold 1 million. They retained, 7 million shares. Millennium Management bought 5 million shares. They, now have 6 million. Morgan Stanley bought 100, but again, they have 5 million, but that might be the short too. I don't trust any of these big bank bastards. But in any case, guys, that's the SoFi stock, SoFi Technologies Incorporated. I'm now 4 minutes late for my meeting. Got to skedaddle, guys. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'll try to reach out to you guys later on the interwebs or on YouTube. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Let's see. Red Squirrel, good news right at the end of Q2. Absolutely. Shorter's fooling. Yeah, peace. Shane, what's up? Michael James Reagan, who's the shortest? Yeah, 16.5. Exactly. They're not fooling anybody. We all know what this is. We've seen it dozens of times. Anthony Noto has accomplished so much in his life. Solid role. Yep. I mean, Payush, did I go to the military academy, graduate head of my class in engineering, become an Army Ranger, hold a series of increasingly awesome executive positions, make hundreds of millions of dollars. Now I'm spending all of that money buying SoFi stock. No, I didn't. I wish I did, but that's just the way it is. Noto, I'm not as good as Noto. Okay, mom. Okay, dad. I'm not as good as Noto. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry. Bobby Joe. I love people with two first names. His name is Yi Chan Gi. Yi Chan Gi. Okay. Um, I would not expect Bobby Joe to have someone named Bobby Joe to have all kinds of those language skills because you do have a NASCAR name. But I respect you, Bobby Joe, and thank you for letting me. Yi Chan Gi. I don't know if that's a joke or I'm too slow to get it, or if you actually speak that language. I think that was Japanese, but I might be wrong. I really don't have good eyes, guys. And this monitor that I look at the chat on is tiny, so it's like $99 from eBay or something. I can't really see it. It's like the resolution is like 80 by 20. Anyway, guys, I like to see 10 to 15. So would I, Payush. Michael, thanks for checking in, guys. Yeah, the what if in the student loan scenario. Andrew, they were going to short attack, scalp, some quick profits. Yeah, I had that feeling myself, Andrew. I had that feeling myself. Payush, Princess J, love you, baby. Sneaker Sank, what's up, buddy? Payush again. Brian Borma, Max and Teague, what's up, buddy? Tristan Morales, China. I don't know what that means. JK. Anyway, guys, I appreciate all of you who are here. Hey, LMF Chinito. What's up, Chinito? Appreciate your videos. Recently came across your channel and have subscribed. Thank you very much, man, or woman. LMF Chinito. Sometimes I see these names that are like sort of, they sound masculine. Chinito at the end of Spanish is always masculine. So I'm going to feel fairly comfortable you're a dude. Looking at Sofi, look at plus puts call. Yeah, exact. But remember, Chinito, those are like 60,000. Now it's like 8,000. So they've already done the damage. Yeah, it's going to close between 850 and 9. You're absolutely right. Guys, I told you a million times before any of this price action, it was going to consolidate between 813 and 891 and then move up past 10. And that's exactly what's going to happen because, as you know, I'm never wrong. I'm your friend. I'm your guardian angel. I'm your buddy. I'm Danny Deals. And guys, the Topper time checks 8:37 a.m. on June 30th, 2023 for Hurricane Lopez and Stock Karen and Princess J. We would like to say thank you for watching. Goodbye. You're welcome. Goodbye and you're welcome. And goodbye and you're welcome. But we don't like to say goodbye. We like to say hello, 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 and goodbye. I don't know what I'm talking about. We'll talk to you guys later. I like to whisper very close to the microphone. It's so dramatic.